Good morning, YouTube, or good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Today I wanted to do a video about Let's Make Art again. I know I did a review on that a couple months ago probably, about that we were going to be starting Let's Make Art program. That's letsmakeart.com, and we were going to incorporate that into our homeschool. Well, we have done it a few times since then. We have really enjoyed it, and so I really just wanted to do more of an in-depth review, kind of more of what you need to use Let's Make Art and how you can use it in your homeschool. I mean, it's just art, you can use it anytime, but there's ways to incorporate it, which I think is kind of fun. So I just wanted to do this video to show you, just talk about it a little bit more in depth than that last video. So first thing I want to say is this video is not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by anybody. My links are not affiliated with anything. The link I have down below is just the link for Let's Make Art if you want to check it out and see more about what I'm talking about. We love Let's Make Art. We have, like I said, we've used it a few times. My 4th grader, who's 9 years old, she absolutely loves doing it with me. It takes about an hour for each art piece, but she loves sitting there and doing them, and so I love that. And our she's now 4 years old. She will sit for a good half hour or so and just paint with us. She doesn't necessarily follow the tutorial. She just kind of paints the outline that we have and then turns over her paper and paints a little bit more. So, but it's a nice, enjoyable time for all of us just to sit together and work on something and make memories. So a few of the paintings that we have done, you've seen this one if you saw my last review. My 9-year-old painted this one. It was a unicorn. I did not join her for this one. I was really busy that day and I didn't want to do it, but she was very excited. So she got started on that one. So the next one we had done was Kylie and I, we both did the car with flowers on it. So this one is Kylie's. She wanted to do her own flowers her own way. And so that turned out really pretty with all the colors, and that one's mine. These are super easy to follow along with the tutorial online. And then the next one we did, I think all 3 of us did this one, was a gemstone, amethyst. And so I painted mine purple. This one is Clara's. She actually did pretty good, just coloring in trying to stay in the lines. And this one is my 9-year-old. She wanted to do hers pink. So that one was super fun. And then we just did one yesterday. We painted the peacock. So here is my 4-year-old's peacock, my 9-year-old's peacock, which she wanted to change the colors and make it more rainbow and pink and purple, which I loved. And this one is my peacock. So again, another painting that we absolutely loved. Okay, so to the supplies part of Let's Make Art. I do have one bin. I bought this bin at IKEA. I labeled it with my label maker. So both sides, Let's Make Art. This only holds our Let's Make Art items, so they're all available. My daughter can pull it out and then we can set up our whole area. The first things you need are butcher trays. I found these at Michael's on clearance actually. I think I had hauled that a while back. Butcher trays, they have them on their website. They sell their butcher trays along with their paintbrushes. You can get the 2 paintbrushes you need for about 20 bucks. I think that's actually a very, very good deal. If you needed any of those items, I would go that route. These are our paintbrushes. We have different ones. These are the ones that they recommend, a number 2 and a number 6 round, and these are the Princeton Heritage brand. I highly recommend these because I actually did go to Michael's and they have a Princeton brand, and these are Princeton Brush Select, and I have a 2 and a 6. I got these for my daughter because these were a little bit more expensive. These with coupon were pretty cheap, I think about $2 each, but they're not as nice. I definitely recommend the ones that they sell on the Let's Make Art site, and they sell this with 1 butcher tray for 20 bucks, and I think each one of these were 6 bucks, and the butcher tray is about $10 online. So I would definitely go the route online. If you're looking to buy them, just buy it all there on their website. It's a great deal, and the brushes are much better quality than what Michael sells. And then I just have some 2 cheap ones that I've already had. They're Crayola and an off-brand one for my 4-year-old, because it doesn't really matter what she uses. She just wants to paint with us. So brushes and paintbrushes you need. The number 2 and number 6 round are the only ones you really need. I did go on Amazon and ordered the Dr. P.H. Martin's watercolors. They do have different ones on their website. I think they sell Dr. P.H. Martin's on their website along with think it's a Dandelion brand. We've used some of theirs. We've had come in a little tiny kit. So we got little tiny samples for, because I ordered a separate kit. So all of the paint colors, they're all pretty, very similar to each other. This was a great price for me. This was about, I think this was about $60, but it did come with all the colors, and I think it ended up being a cheaper option rather than buying the individual ones online. I have ordered a few more through Let's Make Art because they're the colors I don't have in here, like a really nice red and a green and a specific yellow that is used a lot with Let's Make Art. So I have ordered all of those, but these have been great for what we've needed so far for what we have done. I recommend the Amazon ones, but I also recommend the ones on their site. They're about $6 to $7 a bottle, and you can be more specific and choosy with which colors you want. One thing I want to say is each painting that they have online, they actually have a list of the colors you need. So if there's specific paintings you want, and you can go ahead and just order the certain colors you want. One other item that you don't need all the time, but there's certain paintings that you will need it for, is bleed proof. This just, I think one of the ones that I've seen that this is good for is the galaxy painting. I think you use the white to paint over all the black that you have done to make little stars. So I picked this up. This I picked up actually from Hobby Lobby, and I used a coupon, but you can find this on Amazon. It's about $10, and on their website it's about $10 as well. At Hobby Lobby it was about $11, but with the coupon it ended up being cheaper. I do have some graphite paper. I just bought more when I ended up ordering everything for that we would need. So I did buy a couple things of graphite paper, but the one graphite paper that came with our unicorn has worked so far on all of the ones that I've just done. So these are gonna last a really, really, really long time because they, I'm still just using the one, and each one of these has 2 in it. So I still have 4. So again, lasts a long time. One of the last things you'll need is some watercolor paper. This is the watercolor paper I think that they recommend on their website, and something that you can order through their site. I think it's about $8. This was about $10 at Hobby Lobby, but with a coupon it ended up being cheaper. If you just want to order everything, I think Let's Make Art actually has really great prices for all their things. So if you just want to do one stop and done, their site isn't too bad. You do need a pencil to draw your outlines onto your paper, and you need your outlines, which are free on their website. You go to their website, look at all the paintings they have, click one you want. Most of them have outlines that are free printables. Some of them don't have outlines at all because it's all free draw. You just kind of create the painting on a blank piece of paper. So I have a ton of outlines of things that we want to paint this year. Some things that I recommend you should have are a tablecloth, just to protect your table. We usually do this on my counter, and I really don't want watercolors stained onto my counter, so we use a plastic tablecloth. I don't have it here. I don't know why it's not back in my box, but we do use painter's tape to go ahead and tape the graphite paper onto our paper. So we will tape the graphite paper onto this paper, and then the outline on the outside. So say it's an outline like this, we tape this on, we put the graphite paper in so this doesn't move anywhere. One of the other things you'll need a cup or a jar or something for the water to go ahead and clean your brushes off. I picked these up at a thrift store because we were using just plastic cups like this. I did not like these because they're so tall, and I was just afraid that my girls were gonna knock them off the counter. So I picked up just some short little mason jars for the water. These work perfectly. They're not easily knocked over. My girls are inside, so they're making some noises. I lost my train of thought a bit. My girls are getting ready to go outside and play in the water, and trampoline with water balloons. So yeah, cups for water. You need paper towel, got tablecloth, painter's tape. I always have wipes close by because you never know. It's just nice to have them. And then a smock. Definitely a smock. So I picked these up from Ikea. I have 2 of them, but they cover the girls really well so they don't get paint on their clothes, because I'm guessing these watercolors are not washable, so I definitely want to protect their clothing. Okay, so for the outlines, I have printed out a bunch of them that we will be using here soon. There's a bunch still online that I haven't printed yet. So the first ones I have are actually Halloween themed. So these are all, again, these are all free printables on their website. I think some of these aren't ready. They don't have the tutorials online yet because I don't recognize some of these. I just printed these up today. So there's a haunted house, so fun for Halloween. And then we have, this one was from last year. This is Frankenstein, which I think would be fun. This one can be super colorful from what I've seen online. And then we have just a skull. My girls got super excited for this. We had a skeleton hung up on our wall last year and we named him Charlie. They're very excited for Charlie to make a new appearance. So they saw this and called him Charlie. So that one will be super fun to do. They have a fox, which is super fun. Flamingo, a cityscape, which could be done if you're studying architecture. And incorporate these into your homeschool days. Again, another one. We did this one. This was the amethyst. You can do if you're studying geology. We did our peacock. We have a butterfly, which will be fun to experiment with different colors and paint a bunch of different ones. We have a honeybee. This is great for studies about insects or arthropods, which we are doing right now. That's why we're going to be doing the bumblebee this week. We have an elephant if you're studying animals, a giraffe, a lion, so those are great for animals. They have a pig and a cow for farm life. You can do flowers if you're studying botany. They have the galaxy scene for if you're doing astronomy. They have, along with the butterfly and the bee, they have a dragonfly or a moth, which is great for arthropods. They have a sea turtle, a humpback whale, octopus, jellyfish, a seahorse if you're studying sea life, which we will be doing possibly later on this year, so that one will be done then. So lots of different ways to incorporate these into your homeschool. They're not just art, they can be thrown in, and if you do the seahorse, you can go ahead and do a study about sea life and seahorses and learn more about them, which I think is so much fun. Or just paint them for fun, which we have been doing so far and we really, really enjoyed them. I love Let's Make Art. I will continue with them. It's just so relaxing to sit there. The hour just flies by when you're painting, and I love making memories with my girls. So that is my review on Let's Make Art. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you like this video. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.